EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago. And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. To throw is Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive. And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. The Steelers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Fields now to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Angel. Here we go, son.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, son. Press. Go straight. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Here we go, son. Right.
Here's Fields. That's caught at the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. Right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Go.
Fields going to hold on to it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Easy, easy, easy. Right.
Now it's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They snap it to Fields. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not...
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 70 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Don't jump. Ready? Mayday. Chip slant. Is that all right?
A shotgun snap, Fields. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here we go. Hey, never mind. Monday. Right.
Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You look at this Eagle defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team? And try
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Nolan Smith
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass. Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one?
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a give, running left is Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 36-yard line.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup. And some options on 2nd and short. We are in for a good one as we're through one. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. In motion goes the tight end. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DK Metcalf from 17 yards out. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those could.
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now here's another carry for Harris. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
134 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Harris running straight ahead. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 15-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Now Fields.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. We're good. Good night.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter.
It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll drop to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Harris. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping it.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go, son.
Now Fields going to move him around.
You got it. Up, let's go. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fields.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Out of the gun, Fields. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second and 9 now.
This will be caught by Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
He finds his man, complete. That's Blake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
On play action, Fields. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 4. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Fighting his way through contact. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On the ground, it's Harris. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Harris. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll set up a throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Blake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
This is Harris. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Again, it's Harris. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
To throw is Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Extend. Hey, never mind. Monday. Hey, can't. Sit high.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
No mas. Here we go, son. Right.
Fields now to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
This is caught at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 70 yards.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Man, 188 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
They'll try the right side with Harris. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well.
How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far, because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides